Good evening, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Well, the weather pattern responsible for the heavy rain across southern Queensland over the past week is finally breaking down. But sporadic heat storms will continue to fire up randomly, as they are right now, through the weekend, as the burning sun cooks the land like a boiling pot. Tops in the high 20s to low 30s today across the Sunshine Coast region, close to normal, but humidity's been above average for multiple days in a row. The highest 24-hour rainfall total was just 19 millimetres near Pomona, so things are settling down. On the satellite loop, you see the same pattern over and over again. The upper level low is breaking up and sort of moving out to sea, but if you look up to about Rocky and southward, these little blobs are coming up every afternoon from the heat of the day. There's no wind around, neither at higher levels nor at low levels. So whatever storms we get are just sitting in the one spot, and that's why we have this danger of getting heavy falls, even if they're just isolated, because the storms aren't moving. On today's chart, what's left of the cyclone is, of course, past Lord Howe Island, and from tomorrow our swell will start to go down as well, even though it will still be sizeable. As you can see, no isobars anywhere in Queensland, hence the light wind, and that gives the feeling of heat and humidity much more oomph than the numbers would suggest. On tomorrow's chart, not much change. The low continues to move south. We get more of an easterly wind, but very light. So again, not much of a sea breeze to help cool things down. It is going to be quite a sweltering day, once again, even though the numbers don't suggest it. On the outlook chart, we find that the same goes on for days and days. There's still an inland trough and the atmosphere up aloft is still unstable, so storms could be possible, or at least showers on any day through the week. Now the latest from the Weather Bureau. Boating forecast for Sunshine Coast waters, just light variable winds tomorrow, though on a 2.5 metre south-southeasterly swell offshore, which is easy. And then on Sunday, Monday, we're back to 10 to 15 knot east-southeasterlies. I'm happy to announce the keen tides are over. Tomorrow's high tide's just a garden variety peak, and the morning low tide will be very moderate as well. Now, the South East Coast District, a 50-50 chance of showers or storms tomorrow. Possible heavy falls inland still. Maroochydore 22 up to 30 degrees. Nambour also 30. Gympie 31. And looking ahead for Maroochydore, top temperatures sitting close to average for the week ahead, but nights remaining hot and humid, and the sunshine between showers will be brutal. Just enough time for a quick photo before I say goodbye, taken last month in the early morning. Not sure of the place or time. Should see quite a lot of fog this autumn as the nights get longer, now that we've had so much rain. Thanks to Yasmin Vonhoff for that fine photo. Have a nice weekend. And now it's over to Robbie Sherwell with the Surf Report.
Thanks, Livio. The surfers have been in fantasy land for the last week or so. We had a build-up of about 4 or 5 days of really fun waves up and down our coastline. Then the cyclone swell hit on Thursday morning. There's still a little bit today, but it looks like it's going to back off pretty quickly as that low pressure system disappears to the southeast. Now, it looks like it is going to be around that 3 to 5 feet tomorrow, so around that 1.2 metre mark. On Sunday, it's going to be a little bit smaller. We are expecting light variable onshores during the day, only up to about 10 knots at the most. Should still be a few little waves on the point breaks, but it's also going to be worth checking beach breaks over the weekend. And those winds are going to vary between east and northeast. So head for the beaches, those open beaches. Hopefully there's going to be a few sandbanks around. But like I said, few waves on the point breaks also. If you're thinking about a swim, there's been a lot of water moving around thanks to the cyclone swell. Still going to have dangerous conditions for swimming. Please make sure, as always, you only swim between the red and yellow flags. I hope you have a wonderful weekend across the coast beaches. Now it's back to you, Rob.
And Robbie, you've had fun this week, mate, haven't you? Have a good weekend. You have a nice weekend. See you back on Monday. Anything you missed, that replay over on 7-2. From the team, catch you Monday night. Good night.